buy more RAM. You should go on the streets of your town and find the RAM, you know? As much RAM as possible, you should loot it and put it on your computer. Buy more RAM.
The f is this? What the f am I playing, dude?
Buy more RAM. Buy more RAM.
Like this is unplayable right now, man. This looks more like a server issue though. And I just got killed by a player because I can't play the fucking game.
Jump once. Jump again. Sprint around. Okay. Sprint again. Okay. Come back to my position and covert walk.
I'm covert walking.
Okay. Keep doing it.
Hello, sir.
Oh my God.
Have you heard about our car's extended warranty?
Do you want my gear? I'll give you my gear. I'm doing a quest. Do you want it?
Oh no, I've come to interview Tarkov players.
Let me know when you're sprinting.
I'm sprinting.
All right.
Misery loves company. Escape from Tarkov is the hardest tactical first-person shooter that is out on the market, and it's made its rounds across the community as of late. Some of these issues that I'm seeing that are arising within the Tarkov community are this. Giving feedback on issues that the game clearly has right now is met with other people that are defending the problems that it has. Why don't you just get good? I'm having fun, must be a skill issue. Lighthouse was unoptimized, and ran horribly when that came out. Don't like it, don't play it. I don't know what you expected, it's still in beta. To be honest, I expect a lot more from a game that came out in a closed alpha in 2016. That's 7 years later. But back to my point, the lack of understanding or care from this side of the community for wanting things to be better is a complete joke. This group does not realize that you can be critical of something that you enjoy, and they only see the criticism as somebody hating on a game that they like. Thus, they feel like they need to defend the game. There's also this little man ideology that comes out where it's almost as if, well, I'm a small person, I'm just one person. If I say something or if I don't say something, then there's no point anyway. I mean, it won't change anything, right? On the exact flip side of that community, there is the opposite side of the people that are calling out the problems that the game has. And those people can come off as whiny and complaining. Not every single person that kills you is cheating, and not everything is the game's fault. Strategy goes a long way, and on top of that, it also is important that you adapt to every single wipe that comes each time. Some people are really good at adapting and some people are not. Skill issues are definitely true in this game. However, not everybody's a developer, so it's really hard to give constructive feedback on how things could be changed from a player perspective when you have no development perspective at times. But I want to say just saying that there are problems and arbitrarily there are problems in the game doesn't do anything for the community. It just comes off as whiny and complaining then. So to my point, what ends up happening is that this creates a huge rift in the Tarkov community, and that's what we've been seeing all across social media. Now, I say misery loves company for a reason at the very beginning of the video, because it's true. People feel like they need to pick a side that they fall in on within these parameters. And if you take a look at Veritas's polls that he's put up on Twitter, it's very apparent that he's seeing the same thing, that people feel like they need to be on a super far spectrum. For example, oh, we should try and work on mobility in the game and movement of a player. The opposite thought process of people is that, well, if we change the mobility of the game, that means that we're going to be in bunny hopping. This idea that there's no gray area in between of trying to fix things just does not make sense within the Tarkov community, and I don't know why everybody feels this way. Now, I believe what happened with BSG is that they had their Twitch drops set in advance before this wipe came out. What ended up happening is that they had to meet that deadline for the Twitch drops in order for wipe to hit. I don't think they were ready for wipe to hit. And that's exactly why we're seeing these big changes come after like 2 to 3 weeks after wipe, such as the ammo changes and optic changes, things like that are shifting up the meta that we would normally see at the beginning of wipe. This makes me believe that the audio with Steam audio switching to Oculus audio was not ready on launch, and that's why we are having so many audio issues currently. Also, the AI scabs being cracked to artificially stymie progress so that people don't blow through the wipe right away, I think was a complete joke, and it's just lazy development. I understand that Twitter is the social media platform for people to complain, but man, is that just an echo chamber right now. Now, Clean, Pestily, Landmark, they're posting videos on YouTube, and they're also posting videos on Twitter showing some of the different things that they do not like about the game currently. And rightfully so, the game deserves to be better in my opinion. Now, because of this though, people do not like change. It's in our nature. When we see change, we resist it initially. And Tarkov has never been made for the casual player, ever. The game is about adapting to change, and if you don't adapt to that change, you're going to be left behind. The way I try to think about this and explain it to people is the EA Sports paradigm. For those of you that don't know, EA Sports obviously releases a game every single year. FIFA, NHL, NBA, lots of sports games. It's essentially the same game with minor changes in them every year. On one side, you have a community that's screaming, the game never changes. And on the other side, you have the community that is not saying anything because they are actually doing exactly what EA Sports is giving them, which is giving them pretty much the same experience that they've had in the past. They know people that are truly invested in their game don't want that experience changed very much. Make too big of a change in that game, and next thing you know, you're gonna have people doing exactly what's happening with BSG and Tarkov in their community. This isn't me saying that Tarkov needs to not make changes, and I'm not saying that everything that Tarkov did change is good. Ultimately, I think a lot of people can agree that the changes in the ammo and the optics and changing that meta is awesome. And for those that grind Tarkov and only play Tarkov, it's great for getting that early to mid wipe to be longer than it ever has been so far. But the audio issues, the early scav AI being cracked out of their mind, the hacking and the server issues are all just absolutely garbage right now in my opinion. And the thing is, I can cherry pick all of these clips. There are even more and more clips out there that I skipped on that I could have brought in to show off how difficult this game is being in its current state. Because this is showing Tarkov in its worst state. And I can show you clips from the game that are in the absolute best state that it is. I mean, just go to my channel, you can see some of my Escape from Tarkov videos of me having a really good time playing it. But what I want to do is challenge every single person that watched this video and felt defensive while watching it due to the things that I said in some way. Why are you feeling defensive? What issues do you have with the game? Why do you feel the way that you feel about Tarkov currently? Those are the answers to the questions that I want to hear from you all. The biggest thing is that everybody's going to be out here with an idea of what better looks like. And everyone has a different definition of what better looks like, especially when it comes to gaming. My problem and frustration is that playing this game for 4 wipes and getting to this point, it's very frustrating to all of a sudden see that fire and passion that I had for this game just completely fade out. As I've stated, you can still play the game and enjoy aspects of it. That doesn't mean you have to go along with everything just because society makes you feel like you have to pick a side. And I know damn well there are many of you that feel that way. Let me know your thoughts down below.